Are the new 2021 cars way too OP? Find out in this video. Alright, and here we are on the grid. We are in the 2021 cars and we're going against the 2023 cars, which are on the right of the grid. And here we are, it's 5 red lights and away we go. We get a very good start off the line. Obviously with the 2021's insane acceleration, we make an easy job of that 2023 car, which was on our right, and now we are ahead. It's gonna be 15 laps around Magnico with 2 mandatory pit stops just to make things a little bit more interesting. It's a bit like how we did on the last round where we raced the 2021 cars versus the 23 cars before the nerf. So things should be a little bit more interesting, how with the extreme very fast 2021 cars, but we've also got some very fast drivers in the 23 cars, like the likes of Beast. He's very fast in that car, so it could make for some very interesting competition, some very interesting battles. We'll have to see as the laps progress. All right, and here we are on lap number 2, and as you can see, we still got a bit of a battle going on. We've got some 23 cars, but mostly 2021 cars with the 2021 cars with the insane buff, the insane handling. We should easily be able to get ahead of the 2023 car. However, the 2021 cars may not be as easy because they probably got the same pace as me, or maybe they're even faster. Maybe they know the racing lines a little better than I do, so maybe they'll be able to use those skills to try and get ahead. All I'm going to try and do is follow them closely, make sure to stay in the pack, and then when the right time comes to pounce, I overtake them all and claim at least a podium. And while I try to do my best to try and catch up to the others in the lead, let's look at the POV of Moto, who is currently in the lead, and he's got some crazy pace. There is the dungeon guy who is just keeping up with him, but honestly, I think this is probably and most likely going to be a walk in the park for Moto. However, you got to remember that there's also a Beast in here. Although he is in a slower car, he is not to be underestimated, and he could even perhaps take advantage of Moto just slacking off, and he can get the overtake done while he hasn't even noticed it. And on lap number 3, we cut back to our POV, and as you could see, we are being attacked by the likes of Thunder. We've got HVSK who is just ahead, and I think that is Destroy Tank. So we've got a bit of a midfield pack going on, and then if you look ahead, it's actually Moto versus Dungeon. These two are having a battle for the lead. This is how it is, my second warning and not my first warning. I am absolutely washed at this game, and I'm so bad at ignoring the warnings. I hope that will not lead to a lot of penalties as we go on to lap number 4. We're still in the fight, and all we've got to do, honestly, the only thing I can do for now is just follow those faster drivers ahead of me and just try and get ahead, try and win, innit? And while I'm trying to catch up to those very fast 2021 cars, we cut over to Beast right over here. And as you can see, he is in P7 now, and he's right behind me and the 2021 car pack. But as you can see, he gets ahead of me first into the chicane. But obviously, I'm not going to let that slide. I'm going to go into the next corner, get the much better exit than him. And thanks to the insane acceleration of the 2021 car, I am able to get away. But it just shows you that Beast, even in the 23 car, has quite close pace to me, and ignore that mistake. And here we are. We have successfully overtaken Beast after that little bit of a battle from his POV. And we are also just behind Thunder Tenchu. So I thought to myself, you know what? Let's undercut him and let's undercut some drivers. Let's pit right now on lap number 4. However, what do you think is going to happen next over here? Will I A, successfully enter the pit lane, or will I B, my brain decides that we're meant to turn left because there's a secret pit lane over there that will make me go faster for some reason? If you guessed the latter, you are correct. So we're going to play that slow motion. You can see I just, for some reason, turn my wheel to the left, even though there's no pit lane there. And then I panic for about maybe 30 seconds just trying to spin the car back and thinking about how much time I'm wasting. And yeah, that's my skill issue exposed. And while I was having my little issue, it just so happens the Ghost Shadows, who's just happens to be going in the pit at the same time as I was, saw me in the pit and even decided to take a cheeky look behind him to see me just desperately trying to get out of that sticky situation. Luckily, I do, but he was probably having a good laugh about that. Well, that pit stop was so bad. It took us like 3-4 laps to catch up to the next guy who's, I think that's P9 over there. That's Gamer Exchange, I believe. Like, that's how bad my pit stop was. I've lost out on so much time, but luckily, thanks to my semi-decent pace and having a better car, I go on the inside and over the curbs, and oh, what on earth was that? That was the first time ever I got a bump like that, and now I have lost that time. I just gained to Gamer Exchange. However, I decided to clear out all of that mess that was going on. Just concentrate, try go for it again, and perhaps we can get those positions again. Now we skip over to lap number 10, and thanks to my concentration and a lot of skill, I finally get back ahead of that pack. We're now up to P7, but like you can see, Johnny F1, just after we overtook him, went on the inside, but we went too wide and got a penalty. That's definitely not good news. Like, I've been getting a lot of penalties around Magnico in this race, and if I'm not careful, I'm going to start getting more of those penalties, and that's going to absolutely ruin our strategy as we go a bit too wide. Not the best line, but it does help us kind of carrying some speed. And then I realized, you can see the front tires are a little bit not so good for wear.
It's past, they're going wheel to wheel. Through goes Hamilton.
So perhaps such a bit as I think that was Johnny F1, he decided it was a very good idea to just send it into that area. I think he almost crashed, but luckily he did not. So I thought, you know what, lap 11, let's try and go for overcut instead.
You are watching a master at work.
Not the best exit, but we go into the pit lane. And that is how you're meant to go inside the pit lane. Thank you for once not bottling the pit lane. So 2.9 seconds obviously is a horrible pit time, but you know what, I'll take that any day over whatever that other pit stop was. And from another POV, we have Will, who actually pitted on the same lap as me. And as you can see, he is a try-hard mouse player, so we might have some issues over there. But anyways, as you can see, he's actually, in his POV, of course, and there is, you got to remember there's vision lag, but if we ignore that, he's actually catching up to me, and he could get the overtake done on me as he goes into that very tight corner, the one that it's very easy to get penalties. I think I might have got a warning there. I'm not 100% sure, but I do get back ahead thanks to the insane acceleration of the 21 car. I do go over that bump, almost lost control over there, and as you can see, Will, he takes a bit too much of the inside. I think on that corner I was more careful, and that kind of helped me to stay ahead. So as you can see, Will makes a big mistake, spins the car and gets a penalty. Goodbye, Will. Alright, and here we are on our POV. No, it's not lap number, the end of lap 15. It's the beginning of lap 15. Don't get confused with that. But anyways, as you can see, we are ahead of XTN. And all we have to do is make sure we stay ahead as I look back. And of course, yes, I got a penalty. And the 2023 car go through.
No! No!
There is no way I'm going to let that 2023 car actually take my P6 position. Like, I am not having that. So I decide to start going full chase as I go very wide. But that's okay. I've got another warning to throw in. I'm literally doing everything to get back ahead. But honestly, I'm going to spoil it for you right now. I was not able to catch up to him. I didn't have enough time. I lost to a 23 car, even though I had more pace. We now cut over to Moto's POV, and honestly, I don't know what you guys were expecting in today's race. Honestly, as soon as Moto got that P1 position, he just left with it. That's it. I mean, today was just his race. He obviously was in the 2021 car. He does have skill. He does decide to cut that final corner, but who cares? Because it's Moto who wins the French Grand Prix, and Beast in the 2023 car actually gets 4th position, which is actually pretty decent against. He's beaten most of the 2021 cars, including myself. So let's answer the question: are the 2021 cars too OP? The answer is simple: yes. If If you have enjoyed this video, do make sure to like and subscribe. Consider becoming a YouTube member or sending a super thanks to support the content. And thank you to Mushy and Fruitsal for being Ultimate members. Goodbye.